EA released a new paid evolution called the Triple Threat Attacker. Stay till the end to know all of the meta picks for this very good paid evolution. Alright guys, you know the drill. If you've seen one of these evolution guides before, I'm going to show you all of the best players to throw into it, starting off with the unique fun ones and ending them off with the very good meta options. But make sure to see this whole video through because there's some very underrated picks that are going to go under the radar quite a bit. And if you want to get a unique evolution in on one of these, it's always good to just kind of listen through and see who the awesome picks are in these evolutions. But anyways, let's hop onto fut.gg as per usual and see who these awesome evolutions are. Before we do that, let's take a quick look at the upgrades and requirements for this evolution. As you can see, we get some very nice play styles in this evolution. This pairs up very nicely if you have a actual player that already has some playstyles or a playstyle plus, which I have indeed gotten in this evolution, so stay tuned. But yeah, very nice upgrades you get here, +3 overall in total with some very nice upgrades on the pace and all around everything else as well. A max 84 you can use in this evolution, meaning the possibility of that player to jump up from an 84 to an 87, which is another solid perk of this evolution. We're starting to see the evolutions get better and better as more promos come out and as more time goes on in this year of FC. Also, another thing is this is a paid evolution, as mentioned in the intro, 1000 FC points or 50k coins. It's not as expensive as some of the more recent paid evolutions that have come out. Like obviously the box-to-box one was crazy, being 150k. There's been some 100k ones as well, but for a 50k evolution, this is a pretty solid one, I have to say. But now that that is out of the way, let's get into the fun picks for this evolution. Starting off with Clara Mateo. This is an absolutely amazing option here. We have an 87 pace, 88 shooting, 89 dribbling, right mid, right wing player here with 4-star skills and high work rates. This is a pretty solid option if you're using a team with a lot of French players or do have some players in the French Women's League. There are some very solid players in that league. Obviously, you've got Karchawi, just to name one of them, Diani. Very solid, but yeah, this is a very cool one and one that is very unique. I don't think you're going to be seeing too many people using this one because I think it's definitely going to go off the radar, but has some absolutely fantastic stats to back her up. Next one I've gotten here, which is another really good fun one, is Sydney Leroux, American in the Women's American League. She's got some absolutely fantastic stats if you go with this path shown on screen here. Throw her into the Centurions striker evolution and then into the Triple Threat Attacker, and she becomes an absolute beast. 88 pace, 90 freaking shooting, 81 passing, 83 dribbling, and 84 physical. She can play a few different positions, being striker, center forward, and cam with 4-star. This is a really good option, especially if you pair her up with girls like Alex Morgan and Sophia Smith. There's some very good Americans in the game, finally, that allow players like this to be viable options on chemistry and in-game. This is such a good option here, and there aren't really many downsides to using her outside of maybe the chemistry if you don't have the players to actually pair her up with. And if that is indeed the case, then look no further than Isaac. He's in the Premier League, so you're not going to have too much of an issue putting him on chem, especially because he is also on Newcastle. There's some absolutely fantastic players on Newcastle now. He's got 88 pace, 86 shooting, 89 dribbling, 74 passing, 74 physical. Once this evolution is done, he is so good, especially considering the fact he's got a 5-star weak foot with 4-star skills. This is a really good option. Obviously can throw him on striker, left wing, and center forward. Such a good option in Isaac, and maybe another one that might go under the radar here just because he's only 84 rated after doing this evolution. If you aren't looking for a prem option, that's okay, because I've got Marco Asensio here, who's playing for PSG. PSG, and I know a lot of people are using players on PSG in their squads, and he's going to get you great chemistry and also some fantastic noteworthy stats. 86 pace, 86 shooting, 83 passing, and 88 dribbling is fantastic stats for a winger. Throw a catalyst, throw a hunter on him. That's just going to make his pace and passing or shooting a lot better. 4-star skills also, which is very nice to have. Only a 3-star weak foot, but if you are using him on the wing, you're really not even going to need that weak foot anyway. It's going to be very, very situational when you are going to have to use that weak foot. But Marco Asensio, very solid. Obviously, being Spanish, can link up into La Liga very nice and easily. Another great option here. The last fun one I have in this evolution is Clara Boule, and if you can even call this fun, this one is just so good stat wise. She can go up to 87 pace, 90 shooting, 88 dribbling, and that is absolutely insane in the positions that she can play in. She can play cam, left wing, and left mid. I mean, throw a hunter on her and she'll pretty much have full shooting and almost full pace. And also being on Bayern, she's going to be very easy to link up between leagues. Also German, so not going to have an issue if you do have Bundesliga players that you're looking to incorporate into the team to get her some chemistry. 4-star as well. She is so good in this evolution. Only reason I don't have her as a meta option is obviously the league that she is in. If you don't have Bundesliga players, she's going to be very hard to get on chem. Also, maybe missing a little bit of physical and passing for my liking, but still a really good option. I don't want to deter you from using her. But these last 3 evolutions I have here are the by far meta picks for this Evo. I'm having a bit of a hard time picking which one I think is the best, so you let me know in the comments which one you're going to use in this one. First one I've got here is Inform Playa. I have him as a meta option, but you have to throw him into the Centurion striker first and then into the triple threat attacker, and when doing that, this guy is an absolute beast. Look at his stats here. 88 pace, 90 shooting, 87 passing, 89 dribbling, and 83 physical. I mean, come on. What the hell is that? Absolute lunacy. Can play a bunch of different positions as well. Striker, left mid, center forward, and cam with 4-star, 3-star. Only missing out on the weak foot a little bit there, but does have those 4-star skills. There's not a whole lot of good options that have 5-star skills, so the best we can really do here is the 4-star. I mean, looking at the stats, this is amazing. Also going to get you some great chem being French, and in the Bundesliga can link up to different leagues very nicely given his country. And yeah, if you're willing to put the time into this Evo, doing both the Centurion striker objectives and the triple threat attacker, you're going to have an absolute menace on your hands here. Next one I have here is Dominic Szoboszlai, and oh my god, what a freaking menace we have here. 88 pace, 87 shooting, 86 passing, and 87 dribbling with 4-star, 4-star. Plus, look at all of the playstyles this guy has, including the dead ball playstyle plus. He just has so many playstyles to his advantage here, plus being one of the only people with an actual playstyle plus that is absolutely meta. He has some crazy stats, also going to get you great chemistry being from Liverpool in the Prem, obviously. Yeah, this is an amazing meta option. The next one might be the one I use. I'm not too sure. It's between this one and the next one for me. Again, let me know in the comments who you think is better. And it's going to Serge Gnabry. This is such a freaking good Evo with him in this evolution here. He goes up to 86 pace, 89 shooting, 80 passing, 89 dribbling with 4-star, 4-star. Can obviously play a bunch of different positions, being in right mid, right wing, and striker. I mean, yeah, another fantastic option if you're using the Bundesliga. Maybe after looking at the 2 evolutions back to back, I would maybe go for Szoboszlai now as the absolute best meta pick, but Gnabry is still a very solid option. Again, you guys let me know who you're planning on using in these evolutions, but yeah, those last three are the absolute meta picks in my eyes at the very least. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me. Again, let me know who you're using in these evolutions. I love doing these videos because they're not too difficult to edit together, and they're helping people, you know. I enjoy doing that, and it's always a good time doing these. I love looking at all the possible evolutions in every single one, and you know what, it even helps me when I end up going and doing those evolutions in the future. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this. Hopefully you found it useful. I have more evolution guides linked in the description, and if you want, click the top right to view the full playlist as well. But yeah, thanks again, and peace.